Hello and welcome to the first time to Schronos. You might remember me as the Schronos, but I officially changed my name to just Schronos. That is because I always wanted my username just to be Schronos, but that was taken, so then I had to use the Schronos. But now you can create a Google Plus page that is the same name as your YouTube username, which is amazing. So I created a Google Plus page that's called Schronos, and now my username is just Schronos, which is pretty awesome. So this is, as you guys might know, my first video in a very long time, and you might know I do Minecraft and everything, and I'm officially coming back to YouTube since it is summer vacation for me. So it's gonna be a lot easier to do YouTube and things like that, and I'm still gonna do Minecraft mostly, so don't worry guys, but I'm just back after a very long break. So to begin, you guys might know this video is for the new 1.6.1 release, and it's just amazing. It's like it changes everything. For example, as you can see down here, I have two Minecraft icons which look slightly different. And the first one is for regular Minecraft, but the second one is for Minecraft 1.6.1 because now Minecraft uses a different launcher than it did before. So now you do download this and it's completely different. So let's open it up and run, and as you can see all this happens, and then there's like a new page and everything, and there's a bunch of different tabs like update notes, development console, profile editor, and local version editor. And also there's profiles. So I made a profile. This always starts with default, and I created a profile called Santi because that's my that's my nickname, and so I'm using that. And you can basically set defaults like these things and like snapshots, and you can choose what version you want to use from a bunch of different other ones, or just use the latest one, which is pretty awesome, and the resolution and everything like that. And I'm not sure if this is like compatible between computers or not, but I just have it like that. So now I'll just log out of play. So then let's press play and dive right in. Okay, so we are in 1.6.1 screen, nothing different except for the where it says Minecraft 1.6.1, same thing. So I'll be going to my 1.6.1 world, which I created just for you guys. I spawn right here, and as you can see, I spelled out 1.6.1, but all of these blocks may seem new to you guys because they are from the new update. So if we go right behind the sign with the sheep, over here, there's some signs. So basically, to begin with, there are a few new commands, and my favorite one is this one, which is which keeps the sun in place. And what you have to do is slash game rule, do daylight cycle, false or true. So basically, as you can see up there, the sun isn't moving at all. It's just staying there. So if you have it to true, it moves around and has a 24-hour day night cycle just as usual. But if you set it to false, then the sun just stays wherever it is, and you can just do time set 6,000, and it sets it perfectly above you. So that's just amazing. And you guys might remember before where to have it day all the time. You can set up like a redstone thing with the solar panel and everything. But now you don't have to use that, which is pretty awesome. Just use the game rule command and then just leave it there forever. And I'm pretty sure it also works just in the night as well if you want to have night all the time, which would be pretty good for adventure maps if I do say so myself. Okay, so let's move on from here. Next thing is now there's a thing called resource packs where it basically replaced texture packs, where if you go to options, you can see right here it says resource packs, and this is where texture packs used to be. So if you press on it, it looks just the same menu as texture packs, because it basically is. But it's basically a super texture pack, where you can have texture packs and sounds and like end credits. You can change that to whatever, and like the font sizes or whatever. It's like really weird, and it's still like a work in progress. And like for adventure maps, this could be used amazingly, especially with the sound, that you can have voice and everything, and it's just amazing. So moving on, now in the search bar in your inventory in creative mode, now it shows the categories of whatever item it is in. So let me show you. If you go to search items and highlight over something, it says what category it's in, like building blocks or whatever, or redstone, transportation. I'm not sure if this is exactly 1.6.1, but I know it's very new, so I just wanted to cover this just to be sure, just everybody knows about that. Also, I believe swords, now they also showed their damage, which is a lot more helpful. Okay, so moving on. Now this is the big part. Like, ignore that over there for now. Just focus on this. So, if we look in his chest, there's a spawn horse egg. Yes, that's right, I said a spawn horse. So, if we right click, boom, a horse. Now, horses are a new mob in 1.6.1, and they can do a lot of things. So, let's say I take a saddle, or what, I don't need it right now, but let's say I go on with the horse. I right click on it. Now I'm riding it, but I'm not controlling it yet. I can't move around at all or anything like that. And for it to be, see, as you can see there, I just threw me off him. I didn't press anything. He just threw me off of him. So for it to become my pet, you have to keep riding him until he stops throwing you off his back, which could take a long time. Like, he just threw me off again. It could take a long time. It could take just a few times. It's just trial and error. So let's see if I can try and get him tamed as fast as possible. I believe if you feed them various types of food, then there's more of a chance that it will befriend you faster, which is really helpful. Okay, now it's my friend, and you can tell mostly because it's not trying to kick you off. And also, if you go into your inventory, there's a new inventory thing if you're riding your horse, which is your horse. So you have your regular inventory, your hotbar, and two new slots. This one is for a saddle, and this one is for armor, which we'll get in a second. So let's say I take a saddle, put it in there, and now the horse is wearing a saddle. And as you can see behind the inventory, the menu, the whole world just turned upside down. That's actually not supposed to be like that. That's a bug. Sometimes happens when you put on a saddle. It's really weird, but it's nothing major. You just go out your menu and it turns back. It's really weird. So now with the saddle, we open the fence gate. There we go. We can just control the horse if it fits. Guess not. Just by the way, press left shift to dismount as it says. So let's break this. Oops. There we go. And now we can ride out. And we can control him whatever we want, which is pretty awesome. And if you hold space, you see this blue bar on the bottom, which is a jump. You're trying to get it all the way at the right for maximum, but if you hold it too long, it just goes back down again. And it's just fun to just run around jumping with your horse. It's pretty awesome. So yeah. And also if you go into survival mode, as you can see on the bottom right, that's not like a new hunger bar. That's actually the horse's health. So then you can tell how much health they have, so then your beautiful horse pet doesn't die on you so sadly or something like that. So yeah, if I dismount, go back into regular view, and as you can see here, there's 3 armors: the iron horse armor, gold, and diamond. So let's say we take the iron. Now, if you wanna check his inventory as you're not riding him, just hold shift and right click, and then you can put this on him. And now he has equipped. It's kind of hard to see on this horse because he's white and kind of gray, so it's hard to see the iron, but you can see it on him, and I believe it doesn't really do anything. I'm not sure if it's, yeah, I don't think it's actually armor, but it's to like distinguish horses. Maybe like there could be like a new game type where there's like fighting on horses and the armor distinguishes teams, which in my opinion is really cool, and I'm pretty sure that will happen, and I just can't wait for that to happen. So let's dismount, and we can put on the other ones just to show as well. Whoops. There you go. Take that one off first. And now it's wearing the gold one. And last but not least, diamond armor, which looks pretty awesome. Okay, so I managed to put my horse back in its pen, and if we move over here, you can see that there's another horse right there. But this guy looks different. He's smaller and he has like long ears and looks completely different. And that's because he is a donkey. Now donkeys are basically horses. You can ride them and everything and tame them just the regular way. I tamed both of these guys already, so now I can control them. But donkeys, they're a little bit unique. I believe actually they have a little bit more health than horses. Yeah, as you can see, this one has 2 more hearts, but it also depends on the horse itself because there's like genes and everything and breathing and all that stuff. So if we check in this, there's a chest. I'll get to these things in a second, but for now, there's a chest, and with chest and a donkey, you can right click and it puts chests on the donkey, which is pretty awesome. So if you wanna access the chest, you can either ride the donkey and go into your inventory, and there's 15 slots, or left shift and right click on donkey, same menu, and there's the 15 slots. So it's awesome for going on long travels. It's basically a pack mule. And also, I haven't really got this working right now, but apparently, if you, well, I know you can breed horses, horse with wheat, and then you get another horse, or donkey, and you get another donkey. But if you crossbreed a horse and a donkey, you get a mule, which is basically a bigger donkey that is still able to hold chests, but mules are not able to breed, not even with other mules, which is pretty sad. But I haven't really got that working right now, so once I do, I'll show you guys that maybe in another video or something like that. So yeah, and if we look back on the chests, there's 2 items here. There's the lead and hay bale. Hay bale for horses doesn't actually really do anything. I think you can feed it to them. They're just blocks that can be placed in any direction like that. Just decorative. Now I'll fix that dirt. I believe you can feed it to them, but they really have no other use. And also there's leads, which basically you can right click on a horse, mule, or donkey, and then they're tied to you. And then you have multiple leads. You can get multiple of them at the same time. So we big depends. Whenever I move, they had to follow me, which is looks kind of funny actually. And also you can actually tie it to a fence. So now they're both stuck here and they can't move out. So you don't have to create a huge pen, just one fence, and they're just tied to that forever. Well, unless like, of course, take it off. But it is very nice and handy like that. Another thing with horses, donkeys, and mules, if you look in this chest, they have an anvil and a name tag, which is a new item. So basically, if you put down an anvil and put in a name tag, and let's say you put in whatever name, just like I don't know, like subscribe, and then take it out, of course with levels, but I'm creating mode so I have infinite levels. And now you can place it on someone, one of the horses, donkeys, and mules, and now their name is subscribe, which is pretty awesome. And you can do that again if you really wanted to, or just use a different name tag and then just place it on. And now this one's name is to Schronos, so subscribe to Schronos, which you guys might want to do. But yeah, this name tag thing is pretty awesome. You can name horses just like how now you can name mobs by naming their eggs, which is pretty awesome. So now you can have beautiful connections with their pets. Beautiful. Okay, but then moving on. Let me just clear my inventory. As you can see over here, it might look like there's wool blocks right here and right here, but actually this back row is our wool blocks, but as you can see, these wool blocks have a tiny bit of thickness. That's because they're not actually blocks. They're carpets now in 1.6.1, and as you can see, they're not like a block an eighth something. They're just like an eighth, or sorry, a 16th of a block, and it's just for decoration purposes. You can just walk over them and just everything's fine. You won't get any height really. It's just for decoration, but it does look really nice now, and it's the same colors as the wall and everything. Now similar to the new wool carpets, if we go all the way over here, as you can see, there's a bunch of new blocks with a bunch of new colors. And what these are basically clay, which is right here. But now, if you smelt that in the furnace, you get hardened clay, and then you can dye hardened clay with any color. And these are all the colors you can get. So now, instead of having like wool to use for like building and everything and for colors, now there's a new color scheme with hardened clay, and it does look pretty nice in in my opinion. So that is a really cool new feature. And now, last but not least, if we go over here a tiny bit, this is just a minor thing kind of, but coal and charcoal now look different. Charcoal has been retextured, so I guess you don't confuse the two. And also, now you can take coal and make it into a coal block, which looks like this, and I believe smelts 80 items, so that's pretty nice. And also lapis lazuli has been retextured a tiny bit. There's like a border around the edge on each face, which does make it look a bit more defined and very nice. So that's it, guys. That's the 1.6.1 update to Minecraft. A bunch of new things, mainly horses. That's probably the biggest thing in here. And by the way, there's also skeleton and zombie horses, but you have to use like cheats to spawn them. And they're probably gonna be like zombies and skeletons spawning them, which are gonna be pretty dang scary. So yeah, look on Google if you wanna see how they look like. And also there are a few other minor changes like other commands, and monsters now got harder, especially zombies, and they spawn like in packs again, and just a few other new things. And also villagers have new sounds, which are pretty funny, so yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. It's been Schronos here, not these Schronos anymore, but just Schronos. And please subscribe to me and follow me on Twitter at SchronosMC. Yes, I changed that also. So yeah, that's been it, guys. Thanks for watching, and bye.